The client screen. Client details, page 1. The client screen. The screen consists of the following sections. Client record details at the top. This will be updated with data once the client record has been saved. 4 client info screens or tabs. Client data will be entered into the relevant data fields on each tab. Menu buttons at the bottom to provide additional functionality. The red question mark records access log, displays the date and time and who created the record, as well as the date and time and who last amended the record. Client details, page 1. Use your tab key to move from one field to the next. Always use upper and lowercase as appropriate for printing on the schedule and letter. Client reference. A client reference is required for each and every record within the FlexiBroker system. This reference is auto-generated, but can be amended if required. A client reference consists of 5 alpha and 3 numeric characters. For example, Mrs. D. Fritz equals FRIT D001. For domestic clients, Flexi will use the first 4 letters of the surname plus the initial. For commercial, Flexi will use the first 5 letters of the company name. The reference is then followed by a sequential 3-digit numeric code. ABC Shoes would become ABCSH001. Inception date. The system defaults to today's date. Please insert the actual inception date of this client. This is important for your records, and this date prints on the policy schedule. Name. Where client is individual, enter client's surname. Where client is a company, enter the company name. Title. Where client is an individual, enter client's title. Where client is a company, leave blank. Initial. Where client is an individual, enter client's initials. Where client is a company, leave blank. First name. Where client is an individual, enter client's first name. Where client is a company, leave blank. Attention. Where client is an individual, leave blank. Where client is a company, enter the details of the person at that company that will receive all communication relating to insurance. Contact. Enter the details of the person that is to be contacted regarding all matters of insurance. These details print on the account's age analysis report. Salutation. What is to appear after the word dear in a standard letter. Language. Language used for all communication and printing. Choose from the drop-down list. Postal address. Enter the postal address for the client. Use the postal code button to search through the postal code database. This database is maintained under the maintenance menu, postal code maintenance. Searching for a postal code. The system populates the search suburb by what appears on the second line of the postal address box. Choose from the list of results. If the system does not find results based on its search of the suburb found in the second line, for example, Clifton Hill Estate, you can refine the search by typing in the required suburb. Example, Hillcrest. Physical address. Use the Copy button to copy the postal address down to the physical address field. The Copy button is not active when the postal address is a box address. Use the Postal Code button to search for the suburb postal code as above. Business Tel. Enter the business contact details. Enter the code and then the telephone number. Do not use spaces or hyphens in this field. Enter the home contact details, the fax and cell numbers the same way. Email. Enter the email contact details for communication via email. Web address. Enter the client's web address for information purposes only. Client group. Use this field to group clients. This field is used in many report search criterias and can provide valuable client statistics if used productively. A data field with a double arrow is a maintenance drop-down box. Choose an item from the drop-down list or add to the list by right-clicking on the double arrow. You can now add an additional item that will be available on the drop-down list. Only users with appropriate security access can maintain these lists. Broker branch. This field has multiple functionality. Essentially, it is used to separate data between multiple branches for report purposes. Recently, broker branch security has been added, providing access to data per broker per user. Contact details on communication material, e.g. letters and printed schedules, can differ by broker branch. Branch info is maintained under the Maintenance menu. F. Broker branch maintenance. Administrator. The administrator is inserted automatically based on the user that is logged on and the parameters with which that user was set up. The administrator will receive all diary entries relating to this client, all renewal instruction, and much more. The user is not necessarily the administrator, and this is maintained from the Maintenance menu, C. Administrator maintenance. Agent. This field is updated once the info from the 4th tab, Agent Details, has been saved. Multiple agents. This block is checked if the client has multiple agents recorded. Save the record. At this point, save the record by clicking the Save button from the menu bar at the bottom of the screen. You will notice the Client Record section of the screen now contains the client reference, name, and status, active. If you have default diary entries for a client record, these will pop up now. We will discuss managing diary entries later in this module.